That was an awesome 3 main events tonight, Ken. You swept the whole thing.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It's a great feeling because every time coming in, I mean, I was also getting sick like Thursday morning. Like everybody's been sick, right? And I've been trying to stay away from all that stuff. So I was starting to get sick Thursday morning, and you can hear a little bit. Luckily, it was nothing that was like super bad, but had a stuffy nose, just sore throat. Like wasn't really feeling the hottest on Friday, but luckily I improved overnight, so that was okay. And just I still can't believe we won all 3 main events. I think it's the focus that we bring during the night show. Like we keep calm, try to improve the bike throughout all the practices, and my team together, especially with my mechanic, we just got a good regimen going into all the races and stuff. So we're just really comfortable where we're at, and I think every time the gate drops, we just bring maximum focus, and that's how we can get some good starts and some good racing. So. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that tonight big time, because you never know what you're going to get coming into the weekends. Like some riders have better days than others, certain weekends. And, what was good for me to see is coming, after getting a decent start, but making some passes happen and passes on Eli, and he was down my neck the whole time. And we kind of yo-yoed a little bit. So just put myself in super good positions tonight. And I was able to pull off all 3 of them. It was great. And not to mention it was madness out there just with everybody weeding themselves and a couple of red flags and restarts. So it's crazy. It's good to come out of here healthy.
Everything really seems to be clicking for you, though.
Yeah, for right now, yeah. But like I said, weekend after weekend, I'm going to enjoy tonight and tomorrow. But it's so important to just, after the race, before the race, so that mentality, I don't want to get like, after having 3 good races in the red plate, I'm not going to come to the races and think that I'm the man. Those guys are hauling ass, and I got to be on my toes every single weekend, that's for sure. So we're going to bring the same focus.
Yeah, the field's deep.
Field's deep for sure. I feel like the top 10 can really win a main event. So it's tough, especially if you don't get that good of a start. It's tough to make some passes happen for sure.
Well, that butt patch that you had at A2, I think it was 1,092, which was the number of days between the...
What was it now, 14?
Was it?
Yeah, well, 1,092, and since then...
Yeah, it's going to be a lot smaller number.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can make that number a lot bigger now.
Did the track react like you thought it was going to tonight?
It was tough. I mean, they did a good job. Glendale's always rock hard. Like, it's just hard packed, The whoops didn't necessarily break down too much as in getting cupped out, but they were slick, and I mean, people were going down. It was no joke. You had to lean really far back to get the rear to squat. Other than that, they did an amazing job, and obviously with how many laps we do and how much we race, we have to do track prep, it's because it's gnarly enough just with the intensity and everything. So they did a really good job. It's hard pack underneath for sure. It's getting slicker and slicker. So a couple of big rhythms actually, that quad into the turn and whatnot. So yeah, it was good though, because I think if the Triple Crown would have been at A2 or A1, it would have been a whole different story, just because those tracks were a lot softer. So it would have gotten really beat.
Nice job out there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Austin, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
No, the first 2 are really good too. I rode really good, and then the last one I was a little just tight. I kind of got into some first turn chaos in the first couple of rhythms, and just kind of rode tight really. But the first 2 are really good. I was really happy with my riding, and we changed up quite a bit of stuff on the bike this week, so I was happy with how it worked through the whoops, because they got pretty chewed up tonight.
I was going to say, for a week where you struggled the previous week, it was pretty good.
Yeah. So I was really happy to bounce back from a 17th last weekend and a big crash, and be as good as I was this weekend. So I was honestly really happy about that.
How's the track out there?
It was good. They prepped everything except for the whoops, but before our motos, so all the turns and stuff were pretty fresh. Just the whoops were pretty destroyed, and they were pretty steep, and they were really slick. Like they were blue grooved and stuff, like from the tread. So it was, I mean, you had to grip and have good setup, and I feel like we found a good setup for that this week.
So in other words, like the test tracks.
Yeah, like a baked out test track on any day. So. Well,
I think you'd probably prefer these over last week's, because those would just kind of ping you in any direction.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely didn't get along well with last week's whoops, but I feel like I worked on a lot of technique stuff. We've worked on stuff with the bike this week, so I think I think it was better, I mean, obviously first this weekend, 17th last weekend, and a crash in the whoops, and tonight felt like I was pretty solid through them. So, yeah, just making improvements, and it was good to rebound and cut the points lead in half, or plus some. So I was happy.
Yeah, that cost you some last week.
Yeah, no, I was 22 points down, and I was like, even though it's third race, I was just like, it's got to dig myself out of a hole, and now I'm only 10 points down. So still, digging, but it's fourth round, and from how I was sitting, I'll take it.
All right, Dylan, the way you came across the finish line, it almost looked like you thought you'd won out there.
No, because I threw a whip, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I knew. When we ride, we can't, especially on a track like that with a lot of flat section and a long straightaway. You have time to make some calculation in your head. So no, I just threw this whip because honestly, I had a lot of. I don't like to use the word fun because I'm not here to get some fun. The only fun I have it's when I'm on top of the box. So, but honestly, tonight with the track being easier than usual and like I said, the long straightaway flat, it was that much easier and we kind of rest a lot on this track tonight that I had some fun riding because I wasn't tired at all even after the three main and all main. I just give everything I had and progress main after main and yeah, I had some fun. So I just chose this sweep on the finish line just for fun.
It had to be kind of a stressful week, and so was it nice to get back to the racing though?
Yes and no. I didn't have so much stress. I did my walk, went to the test track, do some lap, do some start, and make my workout. And no, honestly, was not crazy. I really wanted to show on the social media my opinion on what happened last week with Christian. And as soon as I did that, I felt that was over because we spoke. My wife talked to the Christian wife and explained the situation also, and they say, yeah, we understand. It's happened to us also, and I feel that they understand the situation really, really good, and so I was okay. I really don't care about what people say. The only person I wanted to know what he think was Christian. So it was really important to know for me what he was thinking, and as soon as I knew, it was over for me.
The championship chase got a lot more interesting tonight, though. Justin had some problems, and a good night for you. So now we're down to 3 points, I think, between you two.
Yeah, for sure. More round goes, more interesting is it. It's often like this, and I think the Supercross really show. The Supercross format really asks a lot for the rider, a lot of ability, and yeah, the mistake that can happen sometimes it's three main, so it can happen 3 times. And yeah, Justin made two big mistakes in 2 main, and that cost him a lot. So. Yeah, it's happened like me. Saint Louis made a big mistake, and it cost me a lot of points on the championship. So, yeah, it's difficult to manage a full season with no problem, especially when you have a lot of competition. Like with the other rider, everybody is really fast this year, and everybody give everything they had. So that puts a lot of difficulty to race.
It was nice to see the crowd be a little more polite here this week than last week.
I don't know, honestly. I didn't listen. I didn't hear if there for sure last week I hear but yeah, I didn't hear really if there was good or bad. Like I say, it's not really affecting me, and I'm not really taking care about that.
Possibility of a little mud next week?
A lot of
mud in Oakland. Yeah, I hear it's been raining up in Oakland.
No, I didn't know. I never look at the weather. So yeah, we know Oakland could be really wet. So we see. I'm gonna race anyway.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, see you there.
I think you mentioned it a little bit in the press conference that expectations were high, but haven't quite been there yet.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I expected a lot this season, and man, that's kind of been maybe a little bit part of my downfall. Just expecting too much and putting too much load on myself and too much pressure. And then with pressure is frustration, and when you ride frustrated, it's just not going to work out. And so, to just relax and to be more sure of myself. And I think we made some improvements on the bike. And man, my team, has really worked hard, and they really believe in me. And I just kind of need to believe in myself. We're seeing some really awesome stuff during the week, and it's been frustrating to see it not come on the weekends. But I think you saw a more racy Michael Mosiman today, more calm, and I really think it's repeatable. And man, just work on the whoops just a touch, and I think we can really battle like we were supposed to.
Well, I think, what was it, second main event hole shot?
Oh man, shoot! Every one of them, I was down there. Second main event, I was to the corner first. I didn't end up getting the whole shot, and then third, I was like, I really had it, and I went to double off and just went slip and off the track, and it was chaos. But it's such a shame too, to get a third good start and then to just blow it straight away. But I'm really stoked to my starts, and I just don't think that's going to be something I'm losing anytime soon. And so it's really a recipe to learn a lot and to, just get more good finishes.
How many podiums for Supercross? Is this the first one?
This is my first Supercross podium.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Stoked for sure. It's been a long time coming, and I'm just trying to figure out the emotions with it. Honestly, I haven't had really a minute to settle down and take it in, but maybe at the hotel tonight and throughout the week. But it's a monkey off my back, and 3 years in, it's about time. But it's about time, but I also want to celebrate it as if it's unexpected, because it's you're only gonna have one first podium. So
what's a podium treat?
Ooh, podium treat. So I considered this before the season, because I'm like pretty strict on like diet and stuff. I thought about like, oh man, and not like every podium, but like first podium, maybe go In-N-Out, which like In-N-Out's probably something that's open right now. But then I'm like, man, I don't even know if I could do that to myself. Like, I know how I'm going to feel not as good as if I eat healthy food. And so, I don't know. I was still figuring that out, I guess.
Internal debate going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So, it probably just whoever's with me to influence me for the positive or the negative. So, Alden, I'm sorry, but I'm 20, man. You got to understand. Yeah. My trainer, Alden.
Well, I like this face a lot better than, I think it was A1, where you had to go through the LCQ, and you had the last
you mean
pick
A1
on the outside.
and A2?
Oh, okay.
Cool. Yeah, going through the LCQ is never fun, and it hasn't been going to plan. But I think we got some stuff figured out. So careful to say that we got everything figured out, but I think we're on the up and up.
Well, let's check next week.
Sounds good.
See you. All right, Ryan. Man, up and down kind of night for you. You had to do the LCQ just to get into the night show.
Yeah, that was kind of brutal. My lap times have not been the best in practice. Been really focusing on working on that, but this is my eighth day on the bike, including this race here. So, we're kind of just focusing on getting the sprint laps down, and for the Triple Crown Series, it really makes you have some. You need to have some tight racing, and sprint laps and dial those in. So, we'll just go back to the drawing board and work that out and see if we can't get some sprint laps in and ride like we race. I for some reason upped the tempo so much harder when the gates dropped and we're racing. So, I'm just excited. I can be that fill-in guy for the HEP Motorsports Suzuki team.
Man, I was coming through the pits this morning, walked by you when you were getting ready, and man, you had tape, trainer tape, adhesive tape, and then you tell me you had a broken hand. You've been racing with that. How long has that been going on?
Gosh, I really don't like to mention that, but you know what? It's been like 4 weeks now, so it's pretty much all healed up. Just making sure that it's not going to spread or become like a hairline crack or anything like that. So we're all healed up with that, and I'm just excited to keep moving forward, keep plugging along. It was the 17th overall tonight, and I'm just excited to keep going. Oakland is next. I'm familiar with that stadium, and I'm looking to just rise to the occasion.
This has been kind of a cool opportunity for you.
It really has, and actually it's kind of been like the history of my career. I was a fill-in guy last year, and I'm now a fill-in guy for the HEP Motorsports Suzuki team, and I can't be more excited. And we're working on the bike. That's what we're doing pretty much every day, every week. So once we can get that thing dialed in, I think I'd be running up for the mix.
Tell me you weren't a fill-in guy for the German team when you won the championship over there.
I wasn't a fill-in guy for that, but we were destined to win, and that was very much appreciated there.
Nice job out there.
Yeah, thanks, guy.